Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is W.O.W and welcome back to my world of wonder. Before we go any further, remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. So, now that we're here, let's go. So today, before we go to fins, actually, I wanted to do something with you. So as you guys can see, I have been gearing up in netherite. I spent a lot of time, gathering all of this stuff. I also got a new touch pickaxe, but I wanted to make my helmet into a netherite helmet with you guys. So we're just going to put these in our crafting table, and voila. Now we have a beautiful netherite helmet. Though I don't really like wearing my helmet that much, so let's just come inside of here. And oops, that's the wrong chest. We're just going to leave it in here. That's my armor equipping station. So now we're just going to head on over to Finn's place. So we've arrived, and let's head right on in. Hello Finn, how are you? I see you're displaying the nether gold we got you, so let's see, today's challenge is do the pig step dance. Perfect. I love the pig step dance. I have devised a pig step dance. I am very proud of it. It is very fun. Woo, where are my rockets? And woo, let's get out of here. Let's go all the way to Pete's portals. Oh, by the way, I put on my old cape just because it was odd with the having no cape while I was flying, but let's come right through here. And we're traveling through dimensions. Here we are. Hello. Thank you. By the way, I apologize about how there were some really glitchy parts in the last episode. Oh shoot. I don't have any gold on. Do I have respawn? This shall be my respawn anchor. Oh boy. Oh my god. Ooh. No, here, take golden sword. What? Die. Oh right, I accidentally gave this guy a netherite sword and I don't want to hit him. And why is my world glitching so bad? Okay. Nether already is a more dangerous place. Nothing used to spawn here. But now I've got these guys to deal with. And he has double swords and everything wants to glitch. Can I be left alone in peace, please? Get out of here. You guys get out of here. Okay, now let's see if we can do this in peace. So we're actually going to take all of this stuff. I want to put that on. Now they won't attack me. Whoopsies. Let's take all of this. Put these on. Let's put these away in my inventory. Let's get rid of that. Take the helmet. Great. So we have our ceremonial pig cap, ceremonial pig robe, ceremonial pig pants, and ceremonial pig gold boots. And then, of course, the ritual pig step totem. Excuse me. Hello to you too. Okay, let's do this. Oh, hang on. Forgot the most important part. The pig step disc. Can't see. as much as I love pig step, we've got a quite busy schedule today, so we're just going to have to put this back, put this on here, and then we're going to put all of these back. I don't feel safe. Let's put this on, and let's get ready to do this real quickly. Okay, run, 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 all the way back to the portal. Run. Thank you, respawn anchor. I'm going to need more glowstone for that. Open, open, open. Through the portal we go. Come on, come on, come on. Dizzy, dizzy. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, and we are back. Right, I've got to remember to keep a pair of gold boots. Hello. Oh boy. Better remember to keep a pair of gold boots in a chest there. You know what? Let's open the inventory. And here you go, here you go. Uh-oh. Here you go. Oh, come on. Okay. Sorry for dumping those on you, Pete, but I don't want them, and ooh, it's becoming night. So, let's go to sleep, and then we will grab our reward. So, let's sleep, sleep, sleep. Good night, Fluffy. Good night, Lena. And become night. Okay, it's a new morning, and let's hop down to Finn. Woo! Hello, Finn. Ow. Ugh. Okay, let's just grab our reward. We've got a key, and we've got a whole bunch of gilded blackstone and nether gold ore. Hey, do you trade keys? I wasn't aware. Okay, bye, Finn. So, let's head right on over to this beloved hall of keys. Or buttons, really. Okay, and stop glitching. Thank you. Do I get a key back? Oh, I actually got a key back. Hopefully Phil has fixed that now, but creative. Thank you. Okay, let's hop through here. Let's hit that button. And let's get ready for today. Actually, I'm just going to give this stuff back to Finn. Finn, take the key. I know I'm not supposed to have it. Also, let's take this chest. And I'm just going to leave the chest with this stuff in here because I don't need it right now. So, whoop, glitching real bad, folks. But today, let me show you on the map, are going all the way to the green dot on the upper right corner. That's going to be where our thing is today. Oh, by the way, a new shop has popped up here, shaped like a rocket, right by the rocket store. Not sure what that's about. Going the wrong way, but we'll probably investigate that in a upcoming episode. But for now, let's just head on over to our section. I'm going to take the long way around because I don't want to run into nether who knows what's going on now, especially since 1.16 dropped. He's probably got some sort of new superpowers or something. And even in creative, I don't want to battle him. Knowing what Goldum can do, he can probably just put me in survival and call it a day. Ooh, and we are here. Perfect. So, this right here is just the base of what we're going to be making today. I just didn't want to, have to futz around with it for who knows how long during the episode, but we're making what I'm calling the Sea Tower Aquarium. It's going to be this gigantic tower going really high up. It's going to be an aquarium, so it's kind of self-explanatory, the tower part. And then, so what we're going to have is the entire thing's going to be filled with glass. Not glass, my bad, water. So we're going to have this little level right here. This is going to be a water elevator. It's going to go really high to like a medium level, and then to an even higher level, and we might have some like stuff on top. But let's just head right back on down here. This chest I have over here was some of the building supplies I thought we might use. So we've got this gray concrete, and then I wanted to kind of shade with concrete powder as well, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that just because, you know, it's going to be filled with water, so everywhere it touches water, it's just going to, you know, become concrete. So hopefully this will do. It's not the perfect shades that I want, but there aren't any others I think that really fit this thing. So let's just start by going up real high. So I think this is kind of going to be where it starts changing the shades. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me do this. We'll just go into a real quick time lapse. So that time lapse just got canceled. The reason for that being the world just, I don't even know, it did back updated, and all of the stuff I had worked on here got deleted. So I'm restarting it. It's fine though, it wasn't a lot of work. I also decided that I'm going to use wool in place of that concrete powder. I think that's going to look good. They actually are the right shades, and I know that, I mean, people don't really build with wool all that often. That's kind of like a very old thing to do. But actually in bigger builds, especially when you're kind of like adding these like layered shades, the wool can actually look pretty good, especially, you know, if I can't use concrete powder. So I'm going to go with that. If it doesn't look good, then I'll just, you know, have to deal with the 3 shades of concrete. But let's hop back into this time lapse, and I'll get to you guys when it's time to use the wool. Okay, that is the end of our time lapse. That was maybe a few seconds for you guys, but for me that was like 10-15 minutes of just sheer block placing boredom. And it doesn't even look that tall, does it? I mean, I know that it is tall. I mean, let's come down here and look up. That's very tall, but it doesn't seem that tall. So yeah, let's now that we've seen that, let's experiment with kind of this wool. So kind of what we're doing is it's just going to be placed on the inside. You know, we're not exactly going to be doing corners like we did here. And so like as a tower, it's progressively getting, you know, smaller and smaller as it goes. Ooh, what do we do here? But like, we're going to just be, yeah, like I said, just getting smaller and smaller with the wool, and then the other concrete, and then all of this stuff. So let me just lay out this kind of like base work. And so like as you guys can probably see, I got as close to a circle as I could get with something this size in Minecraft. I mean, nothing's ever going to be a perfect circle because Minecraft, but I did my best. Also, another thing, I decided to change into this gear because, you know, while I was up here I could appreciate the nice ocean breeze blowing my way. It's nice, so changed into my cargo shorts and t-shirt. I got my sunglasses on. But it's back to work for me. No rest for the weary, they say. But now that we're placing in all of this wool, I can definitely tell you guys that it's not going to be as tall as this first section was. It's definitely going to be pretty tall, but it's not going to be that tall, just because we want this place to kind of shrink. Although now I'm thinking maybe we should do this. Yeah, okay. So I'm basically just gonna redo everything I just did and add these silly corners that take up so much time. Okay, but now that we have said silly corners, let's actually try and see how tall we should make this. So it definitely shouldn't be as tall as the first layer. I'm thinking maybe just a tad taller because this is way shorter. But you guys can kind of see how from a distance it's not, you can't really tell that it's wool. I mean, you can't really see the full effect just because there's not, like, you know, an entire wall of wool, but let's just create all of this wool here. After we place down all of this wool, I think we're going to start on the base. So the base, you know, originally I was thinking the thing can just, the whole tower can just go into the water, and I might still do that, but now I kind of want like a kind of like a gravelly mountain kind of at the bottom, like it's peeking up from an island. Because let's take a look down here. I mean, it's sandy, but then there's also some gravel, so I don't know, it might be sand, it might be gravel, kind of just depends, and that's really weird. So yeah, I think we might actually just kind of do like a, I thought it was gravel. So let me, ooh, shipwreck. But yeah, we might just do kind of like sandy, stony type of little mountain coming down. So I think that might also look good. I mean, not I don't know, I keep on saying mountain. It'll be kind of like a little island. I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see it from down here. It might just kind of expand downward. Maybe even cover those conduits I have down there. Oh, let's make a day. So let me know in the comments if you think I should leave kind of windows here, because just here, let me break through this. We've kind of just got a blank wall here, which I think is fine. I might put something in here, maybe like a painting, or I don't know, some coral. The coral won't actually live. But let me know if you think there should be a window, because I'm not thinking of it right now. I don't really think that the window would look that great, but if you guys think it will, I'll try it out, see how it looks. And we missed a corner. Also, that's kind of a reason that I wanted those corners. It looks kind of more cylindrical from here. Without the corners, it kind of just looks like it's skipping a lot of space, at least in my opinion. Though I don't think these inside corners now are all that necessary. But we're going to hop into another time lapse as I finish up these wool parts of the wall, and then we'll move right down and into our little island base. Okay, so I am exactly halfway through this project, and I just wanted to show you guys the difference between this and this. I know it's kind of hard to see with that, you know, whole wall over there, but this, here, looking at the same landscape, right here we have this and this. I mean, I know it's not exactly the greatest of differences, but still, I find it, you know, pretty cool. I know that I'm really glad that Finn gave me that key, because without it I would have been pretty much screwed. I don't want to imagine how much time I would have wasted just trying to get back up onto this mammoth thing after falling down into the ocean, or even better, falling down and dying on the glass. That would have been nice. Also, from here it's looking pretty nice too, so I'm going to get back to this gray wooling, and yeah, I'll be back with you guys soon. Okay, you've got to be kidding me, right? We've got a trader that just appeared in front of my eyes in the ocean. Man, you've come so far, and you think you're so clever, right? My fire aspect sword won't work on you, but too bad for you. It's zabulously powerful. 2 hits. Netherite, baby. Okay, the placing of this block right here signifies the end of the second layer. We are done with the wool. Though I've got to say, just placing wool, that sound, it reminds me of when I used to make awful wool and cobblestone houses and all I did was make farms. I mean, I don't know, it just takes me back. We are done with this section for now, so I'm going to leave all of these building materials in a chest. So all of you guys get in there. And now it's time to start on our little island type thing. So we're just going to take some sand, we're going to take some stone, and now I've actually got to figure out how to do this all. So, oh boy, this is going to be a pain. So I think I'm just going to kind of, you know, go around and I'm just going to put this stone base, and then we're just going to cover it all in sand, and hopefully, though I'm guessing it won't, this will go by faster than our woolifying did. Well, folks, I'm back, and let's just say I have news. Yeah, the exterior of this is pretty much done. Now, I realized the last time I left you guys, we had only done this second layer right here, and we had just started this island. So let me explain. I recorded a whole bunch of time lapses as I built this, but I just checked and all of my footage just somehow cut out, so I don't have that anymore. I mean, I think that's okay. There's probably more time lapses than you ever want to see, but let me just give you guys the brief rundown. So we've got this gigantic island that I basically terraformed into existence. I mean, it's not my best work ever, but it'll suffice. It looks better kind of around this area. But so then we also have all the way up here, we've got all of these layers. And then we also have the roof. I'll show you guys that soon. So let's come down into here. It's quite dark, so I'm going to grab a night vision potion. Yeah, so it's, as I said, quite dark, so let's grab some glass. Here, I have finished the interior. Well, actually, I haven't finished. We just kind of did the inside. We've got these sand walls lining everything. This little mountain here was actually part of the actual ocean, which I think was quite cool. You know, came out. So I'll show you guys how I did all of that island. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff here that you aren't actually seeing here. What I did was I made these kind of stone layers, and then I put the sand on the outside, kind of in here. So like as you can see, it's all resting on the sand. So you guys really didn't miss much with that. I'd say the big part that you missed out was all of this. I mean, it's quite imposing, if we're going to be honest. I also finished kind of doing the second level. The third level wasn't exactly what I expected, but I really like it, so I will be showing you guys that soon. So with this water elevator section, all that we have left to do is really just the actual water. We're going to come up here to the second level. It's basically an exact replica of the first level. It's quite tall. I actually love it. Here, if we come to the bottom, just look at how tall it is. I mean, I'm not sure if we can all really appreciate it, seeing as we're not actually there in real life, but I think it's really, really cool. So then we also have this, third level that comes out to the top. So out here, we've got this glass. You can look out on the ocean for miles. I also added this part to the top, kind of just like a big crystal. It kind of looks like too much like a pyramid for my liking, but I think it kind of looks cool. If you guys think there's any like modifications I should make to it, let me know in the comments. I'm open to suggestions with that. And I know that there's wool here. I think it actually kind of looks a bit like carpet, and then from the bottom you can't really tell, especially when it's going to be full of water. And then yeah, I also think that the wool looks really, really nice just in this thing. You can't tell that it's wool, if we're going to be honest. The top shading parts I don't think are as good as the bottom shading parts, but I think it still looks really great. But now that I've shown you all the stuff that unfortunately you have missed, it's time to move on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with all of the watering, so to put it, so to speak. So let's just fill all these. If you guys have noticed, we have these signs here. That's just to make sure that none of the water comes out. So we're coming all the way down. We have the conduit effect. The conduits are actually buried behind the walls, and then they're also made in a way that you can't see them from the islands outside. So we can use the old kelp trick. So what you do is you just place a bunch of, we can't actually do it here with these, so let's replace that, 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 and that. And so what you do is, I'm not sure if I can actually place kelp on this now. What you do is you place kelp throughout where you want your water stream to be, and then you break it, because the kelp makes basically a water source block on every block. And that's what you need for water elevators to work. The bubble streams need to be in a water source block. So I'm just going to fill all these with kelp, break all the kelp, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's time to break all the kelp. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to be getting a lot of kelp coming down. So let's quickly replace these. I hope they're where I put them before. No, they aren't. And we put these there. Perfect. So our bubble elevators work. We can come down, take a look. Now that we've done the bubble elevators, it's time for the actual water in the aquarium, seeing as it's only our bottom floor that has water. I should probably mark these up and down, but let's just swim down here. We'll take the last of this, last of this kelp, and wow, that's a lot of kelp. Okay, so now it's actually time to fill this whole thing with water. I'm gonna want some night vision, though actually, you know what, not needed. We just come down here, get the conduit stuff. Perfect. So this might take a while, especially if we want it to all look nice, because we have this ceiling up here, and then we also have all of the other layers. Ooh, and this might even be too high for the conduit. So let's actually grab ourselves a night vision potion. And yeah, this is a lot of water, so let's just time-lapse this, shall we? finished the watering, folks. Is that what you call it? Watering, submerging, something? Anyways, I promise you, that took a lot longer than it looked like, but it was well worth it. Sure, we have these little spots, but that's just because we don't have, like, little corners outside, but that is okay. We have the conduit power. It appears everywhere now. Maybe not. Maybe just on the upper reaches we don't have it. But regardless, now it's time to start kind of aquascaping. So, you know, I don't actually know this for sure, but I think bone meal works underwater. Yes, it does. Ooh, and we even get coral sometimes. So we're first going to add all of these little kind of seagrasses, and then we're actually going to be adding some cool coral and stuff. So let's just kind of do a flyby of this place, and it's quite easy. All we've got to do is spam bone meal, and we're done. This isn't exactly the tidiest bone mealing, but I'd say it looks okay. I mean, there's kind of these spots where it's missing some stuff, but I think that's okay. Now we are just going to grab a whole bunch of coral. So let's grab the actual blocks first. And so now that we have these, we can kind of make the, like, shapes out of them. I mean, I'm not exactly the best at this because I've never really spent a long time looking at the different, you know, corals that there are in Minecraft. I mean, I love coral. Coral, in my opinion, was a great addition in the aquatic update. I mean, the entire aquatic update was like a big must-have for Minecraft because, I mean, you know, it was so cool. There were all these amazing blocks above water, but then just below, you know, in the oceans, it kind of sucked. It was, you couldn't really see underneath, and there were just, you know, fish. So they added all this stuff. It looks amazing. The builders went wild, that's for sure. Adventurers went wild. Kind of everyone went wild. But yeah, I mean, I love the stuff, but I don't really spend a lot of in-depth time just kind of staring at coral and watching how it generates and stuff. So I'm just doing my best. I know that they usually kind of clump together, so I'm kind of trying to replicate that. Not sure how well I'm doing it, but I think it looks nice. Just kind of having our little coral things everywhere. And then right above us we have this thing, and I think we might add some bubble streams kind of everywhere just to, you know, push up some of the fish and just to kind of look decorative. And yeah, so let's just continue adding all of this coral, and then we are going to grab some kelp and I guess some soul sand. The kelp being for, you know, kelp decoration, and the soul sand also, yeah, that'll be helpful with the soul sand. So then actually here, because we have the kelp, we can actually kind of choose how tall we want these water streams to be. So see, the water stream actually won't go to the top, or at least it shouldn't. Yeah, that way fish won't get suffocated up against the roof, and it'll look actually quite nice, I think. And then of course we'll actually have some coral to, like, actually, I mean, not coral, my bad, kelp. We'll actually have kelp that's just meant to be kelp. But right now we're just adding these little things, and then we're also going to add sea pickles, and then we're finally going to add the actual water life. So let's add some actual kelp. I don't know why I keep on saying actual kelp. I mean, it's always actual kelp, but kelp that's supposed to stay. So we're going to kind of make a kelp forest, I guess, on this section. Yeah, I like that. So we'll have kind of our seagrass over there, and then a little kelp forest patch here. Kind of underneath, I think, looks cool. Here, let's come through here. Yeah, that kind of looks cool, being able to block underneath it, above it, my bad. So let's just add some more kelp. So we finished our kelp forest, and now I kind of want to make just like a little sea ruin, kind of like what you can find in normal survival oceans, and then I also kind of want to bury it. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to build this. I don't really have that much experience, once again, looking at these things, so I don't know, I'm making this on the spot. Let's maybe come to here. That we can put these. We can put those. Do this. It's probably not at all what they look like. All I know is that they're made out of sandstone and occasionally have some polished granite in them, so that's basically what I'm doing here, but I think it looks kind of ruiny enough. And then we can add some sea lanterns, and ooh, we can't forget the sea pickles for later. Here we can put them right over here, whoops. And then also let's put a little chest in here, you know, just for aesthetics. That out of the way, let's add some pickles to light the place up for the viewers up above, because we have night vision on with the conduit power, but I'm not sure how bright it'll actually appear to anybody who's up in one of those. We should actually test that out. We can put one of them up there, up here, just pickles everywhere. So let's put that down there. Let's wait for our effects to wear off. And it's definitely darker than I expected, so we can actually take these sea lanterns, light the place up. And so on this walkway, I think we're going to do like sea lanterns every other 2 blocks or something, just to keep it nice and light. And that works out perfect. Okay, so definitely going to have to add a lot more pickles. I kind of wish there's a way we could make it just be night vision for everyone, even if they're not in the water. Whoopsie. But yeah, if we could have kind of like a night vision in this area, that would be very helpful. Fortunately, besides commands, there's not much I can do about that. So let's ride on up to the 2nd level so we can do the same thing. And here we are. And we have the conduit power. And so I feel like also up here it's, whoopsies, a bit less, you know, bright. At least on the bottom you have all of the coral reefs and whatever. And there's going to be fish and dolphins and turtles, but I'm not sure how many animals are actually going to be up here, because for some odd reason the fish in Minecraft just like kind of always just bob up and never really come back down. Sorry, always bob down, my bad. They never bob up, they're always just kind of on the bottom, they never really float up. So that might be slight inconvenience to, you know, aesthetics, but oh, I did something wrong. Oh no, hang on, it's because this goes inward. I forgot about that. Yeah, everything goes in kind of on this because it keeps just getting smaller and smaller because it's a tower, so you know, here's a 1 block difference. Yeah, the conduit power definitely helps make everything look better, but as soon as it disappears, we're kind of just done. I keep on finding all these little mishaps I'm having with water. I will say it was very hard to spot any errors with all of that water, point case, keep on finding them, just because, you know, especially with the glass, everything kind of starts blending in and looking the same. So forgive me if I didn't get any, if I forgot some spots. More. So that's the 2nd layer finished, and then let's come up here. Up here we don't really need any lighting. The entire ceiling's kind of a light, and it looks quite nice, I think. just this upper level. But once we're down here, we've kind of got to figure out where to put more pickles. Let's just see. So we've got this. It's looking all nice. Then let's wait for... Actually, no, let's not wait. Let's grab some milk. Just because I know this is going to happen in the future. Perfect. So, we could kind of light it up more on the edges. I feel like I just shouldn't really be afraid of adding a whole bunch of pickles. So, pickle, pickle, pickle. More pickles. And then I'm just doing 4 pickles for each one just because that's like max lighting. So, we're just going to spam pickles everywhere. And I mean, it's not exactly going to be like somebody's going to notice it. It's going to kind of be hard to notice. Well, we got pickles there. And more pickles, more pickles, more pickles, more pickles. Okay, perfect. Let's go back out and then we can check how it looks. So, milk. Okay, it's looking a bit better. Conduit power again. Yeah, still, we could do some more on the kind of outskirts and on the higher parts. So, let's grab more pickles and light it all up. I kind of wish you could put pickles on walls, because then we could light everything up. We need more pickles over here, and over here, and over here. But I think that's enough pickling for now. Now, we are going to move on to the actual aquatic life. So, let's grab plenty of fish. So we've got cod, we have salmon, and then of course we have our tropical fish. So I think we're going to have the most we're going to have is kind of tropical fish, and we're going to be putting the tropical fish everywhere. I mean, this place is huge. We're going to have a lot of tropical fish to make up for all the space. And then we can also add some salmon, and I kind of want to make the salmon and the cod kind of stick together. You know, they're kind of be in schools where the tropical fish are kind of floating everywhere. One thing though is I feel like fish always kind of try to swim to the larger water source, kind of towards the sea. Like you can see they're going towards the walls because that's where the sea is. We're kind of in the middle of the sea, so I hope that that kind of deters them. Also, this place is so ginormous that like the amount of water here probably could make up for a couple of lakes. Now it's time to move on to turtles, and then of course we're going to grab dolphins, and then also maybe some squid. We won't put too many squid in. Now we can just kind of put them in here, just, you know, one every once in a while. And then also we can grab some pufferfish. I'm not sure if I want pufferfish. Yeah, we'll just put a pufferfish, kind of like the squid, every once in a while. We'll put plenty of dolphins, and I hope drowns don't spawn here too often, because they were spawning while I was building this place. And then also let's put some turtles kind of on every level, because I feel like turtles will swim anywhere and then kind of stay there, so wherever we put them, they'll kind of stay. So this place is definitely has a lot more life now, all of these animals. So I'd call that a job, oh shoot, a job well done. Let's take this. So it could still use a bit brightening, but I think it's looking really great. Let's take a little tour through here. We can go up, be amongst all of the sea animals. It's nice. Then of course, if we want, we can go for a great view up top here. And yeah, this place is looking great. So that pretty much wraps up our video. I hope you enjoyed. This took me a long time, so I really hope you guys loved it. I think it's totally worth it. It's an amazing build in my opinion. It would be quite hard to do in survival, that's for sure. But luckily we were able to do it in creative. So with that, remember to leave a like if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. In fact, we just got over 30 subscribers, so if you are one of the new subscribers, make sure to let me know in the comments, and if you subscribe during this video, also make sure to let me know in the comments. So, that's that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Double Z, out.